Next we have Armetta Kilgore. She's going to talk about spirituality.
I'm going to talk about spirituality, but one thing I'm not going to talk about is I'm not going to tell you how old I am. Nor am I going to tell you about things I remember so that you can figure out how old I am. Spirituality, an expression of our love for Christ. It can be shown in many ways, especially in our love for one another. Spiritual practices can include meditation, prayer, contemplation, and it's intended to develop an inner life, the spiritual experiences that connect with individuals or communities. The National Black Congress sees Black Catholics as spiritually alive, combining the richness of our Black spirituality and our Catholic faith to revitalize our church, and to find ways to incorporate our Black Catholic identity into our community, to provide a place of life for us and for our children. This is called a call to evangelization. We are called upon to create programs to be used for evangelization in our Black Catholic communities and to develop Black spirituality. The richness of our faith community is fueled by our culture. We continue to include our cultural expressions, languages, and experiences in parish liturgies, that's in prayer and teaching, and have Bible study programs from an Afrocentric perspective for all age groups, promoting and supporting the interests and the response of Black men and women desiring to dedicate their lives to the various aspects of the church ministry. This helps us to live our Catholic faith wholeheartedly in our daily lives. The real enculturization of liturgy requires us to create ritual structures that affirm and complement our own religious sensibilities. Prayer and preaching need to resonate in our root metaphors and our primary symbol system. That's a quote from Sister Ava Marie Loomis in July 1999 in the written. In what we have seen and heard, it is stated that there are four major characteristics of Black spirituality. One, Black spirituality is contemplative. Prayer is spontaneous and pervasive in the Black tradition. Our ancestors taught that we cannot run from God. We must lean on Him and surrender to His love. Two, Black spirituality is holistic. The religious experience is one of the whole human being, feelings, intellect, heart, and head. Three, Black spirituality is joyful. A celebration in movement, song, rhythm, feeling, and thanksgiving. This joy is a sign of our faith. Four, Black spirituality is communal. In African culture, individual identity is found within the context of the community. The good of the community must come before personal profit and advancement. In the same way, worship is a celebration of the community, with no one being left out or forgotten. Community also means social concern and social justice. Our spiritual heritage always embraces the total human person. I believe that the true act of spirituality is just being there for each other, in spite of or no matter what the circumstances. Oh God, no place is so limitless that you do not fill it, and no place is so small that you are not in it. Humbled by our intimate presence, by your intimate presence among us, help us to understand how better you are at work in our world, and to accept more willingly your mysterious and saving grace. And that's a prayer from Father Fernand Cherie in November and July copy of the Congressman's letter. And if you want to read more about Black Catholics and Black spirituality, Black Catholic worship, and some reflections by Bishop Perry. That's at www.americanpress.org/bishop_20Perry_Black_worship.html. Black Catholic bishops, what we have seen and heard, www.NBCC.org. Songs of Our Hearts, Meditations of Our Souls, and Prayers to Black Catholics by Cecilia Moore, PhD, Paul Marshall, and Stephen S. White. Also, the St. Anthony Messenger Press, which is www.st.anthonymessengerpress.org.